When you think of the world's wealthiest, names like Arab oil families, the British royals, or tech titans like Elon Musk might spring to mind. But there's a family whose fortune dwarfs them all, a family shrouded in whispers and rumors, the Rothschilds. Their rumored net worth, a mind-boggling $2 trillion, their annual income, a staggering $390 billion. They own thousands of luxury mansions and hundreds of private jets. This isn't fiction, folks. This is real wealth wielded by a real family. So, who are these enigmatic figures, and how did they amass such an unimaginable fortune? Stick with us because we're about to unravel the secrets of the Rothschild dynasty. The Rothschilds' wealth wasn't built overnight. It's a story spanning centuries, a testament to their financial prowess and strategic investments. This influential family of bankers, philanthropists, and entrepreneurs from Europe built their empire on banking, finance, and shrewd investments across many industries. For over 200 years, they've been quietly shaping the world, wielding influence that extends from the financial markets to the halls of government. They're not just rich, but a global icon of power and wealth. Their story begins in 18th century Frankfurt, Germany, with Meyer Amschel Rothschild. Born in the Jewish ghetto, he quickly rose from apprentice to banker, demonstrating a keen intellect and an ambition that would define his family's legacy. His masterstroke? Strategically positioning his 5 sons in the major financial centers of Europe: London, Paris, Vienna, and Naples. This created a powerful, interconnected network, a financial web that spanned the continent. Wars, surprisingly, became a catalyst for the Rothschilds' rise. By lending money to warring princes, they profited handsomely, engaging in legal trade and, let's just say, more discreet dealings. They traded in everything from essential commodities like wheat and cotton to more strategic resources, solidifying their financial grip. But their brilliance wasn't limited to wartime profiteering. They diversified their investments, venturing into coal, oil, real estate, and wine. This diversification proved incredibly lucrative, fueling their already burgeoning fortune. Their extensive network granted them access to markets far and wide, allowing them to seize opportunities others missed. Meyer Amschel's 5 sons inherited not only his wealth, but also his business acumen. They shared a unique strategy, investing heavily in companies during economic downturns. They had a knack for anticipating market trends, buying low and selling high, maximizing their returns. Their shrewdness in business dealings became legendary. And just like royal families intermarried to consolidate power, Meyer Amschel employed a similar tactic, strategically arranging marriages within the family to keep the fortune intact. This practice, while not continued by later generations, solidified their early dominance. While Meyer Amschel initially favored marriages within the family to consolidate power, later generations branched out, though they still tended to marry within aristocratic or other powerful financial families. Their investments weren't just about money, but about shaping the future. The Rothschilds poured their wealth into transportation, communication, and energy networks, revolutionizing how people lived and interacted. They were key players in monumental projects like the Suez Canal and the Union Pacific Railroad, leaving a lasting impact on the world. Perhaps their greatest legacy is their inspiration to countless entrepreneurs and financiers. They embody the power of sound investments, diversification, and strategic risk management, setting a standard that many still strive to emulate. Now, let's talk about the stuff. While rumors of the Rothschilds owning 80% of the world's wealth are just rumors, their actual holdings are still staggering. From humble beginnings as a small trading company, they've expanded into a financial behemoth, involved in everything from merchant banking and private banking to asset management, mergers and acquisitions, insurance, venture capital, pensions, investments, sovereign debt, and commodities. Remember those 1,800 mansions we mentioned? They're worth a combined $36 billion. And that's not all. They also own dozens of yachts, countless private jets. The list goes on. Their investment strategy is legendary. They have a $100 billion fund dedicated to playing the global stock markets, with holdings in giants like Meta, Amazon, Apple, Starbucks, Visa, Bloomberg, Bank of America, Qualcomm, Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, Hewlett-Packard, Berkshire Hathaway, JP Morgan Chase, PepsiCo. The titans of industry. They've also diversified their currency reserves, holding billions in US dollars, Japanese yen, and euros. Talk about a well-balanced portfolio. And when we talk about luxury, we can't forget the wine. For 160 years, the Rothschilds have been deeply involved in the winemaking business, controlling a significant portion of Europe's wine market. Their wine empire generates billions in revenue annually, with vineyards in Italy, France, South America, South Africa, and Australia. They even supply wine to the Vatican, a testament to their prestige, but their influence goes far beyond wine and stocks. The Rothschilds control over 25 banks and investment companies worldwide, with equity stakes in many of the world's leading financial institutions. Their bank, N.M. Rothschild & Sons, is a major player in mergers and acquisitions. They also own a financial holding company, Paris Orléans SA, and a leading private and investment bank, the Rabobank Group, in the Netherlands. This level of financial control gives them immense power, influencing not just markets, but also governments and even international relations. Their involvement in the independence of Brazil and their financing of the British war effort during the Napoleonic Wars are just two examples of their far-reaching influence. Some even whisper that they effectively own a significant portion of Europe. One has to wonder what the royal families think of all this. But the Rothschilds aren't just about accumulating wealth, but about enjoying it, and they do it in style. Let's take a peek at some of their extravagant indulgences. Super rich people and super yachts go hand in hand, right? Nat Rothschild, a family scion, owns Planet 9, a $102 million floating masterpiece. Built in 2018, this 240-foot behemoth boasts a helipad, beach club, spa, and interiors designed by the best German designers. It can accommodate 16 guests and a 26-member crew. But Nat doesn't just let his yacht sit idle. Oh no, he rents it out for a staggering $725,000 weekly, or slightly more modest, $650,000 in the winter. Smart business, even for a billionaire. Then there's Chateau Mouton Rothschild, the heart of their wine empire. This 222-acre estate in Bordeaux, France, is valued at between $150 and $200 million. And that's before you factor in the wine production. The wines themselves? We're talking around $700 a bottle for their Cabernet Sauvignon. Anyone thirsty? The Rothschilds' real estate portfolio is equally impressive. Waterston Manor in Buckinghamshire, England, was built for Baron Ferdinand de Rothschild in 1877 for a mere $1.8 million. Today, it's worth a jaw-dropping $250 million. This mega mansion is an architectural marvel, housing a museum with priceless antiques, including a writing desk that belonged to Marie Antoinette, and a gold bracelet gifted to the Rothschilds by Queen Victoria herself. And with 25,000 antiques and artworks, it's a treasure trove of history. And remember, this is just one of their 1,800 luxury mansions. Beyond real estate, the Rothschilds own hundreds of businesses worldwide. One of their most lucrative ventures is Agora Oil and Gas, acquired by Lord Rothschild for $370 million. A smart investment, considering the global demand for oil and gas. Today, Agora is worth an astronomical $1.4 billion. It's safe to say the Rothschild children probably learned their numbers with billions, not ones, twos, and threes. Like many wealthy Europeans, the Rothschilds have a deep appreciation for art. Their collection, valued at a staggering $2 billion, includes exquisite gold and silver artifacts, stunning furniture, and a vast array of paintings and vintage pieces dating back to the 16th and 17th centuries. Their collection is so impressive that it attracted not only Queen Victoria, but also Adolf Hitler, who, unfortunately, helped himself to a few pieces during World War II. With immense wealth comes immense power. The Rothschilds' influence extends far beyond their financial holdings. From their strong political connections to their control over entire economies, they've truly seen and done it all. While some whisper about the real methods behind their wealth accumulation, others admire their financial genius and unparalleled knack for strategic investing. So, just how powerful are the Rothschilds? Jacob Rothschild established the Rothschild Investment Trust, headquartered in the opulent Spencer Building in London. This isn't just a trust, it's a symbol of their power. This spectacular building is estimated to be worth $42 million and is adorned with antique furniture and gold fixtures. And it's just the tip of the iceberg. The Rothschilds have a knack for investing in high-demand projects, consistently delivering impressive returns. A significant portion of their wealth comes from their vast gold reserves. The Rio Tinto Mining Corporation is the second largest metal mining corporation in the world. Their global reach includes companies in Canada, the Americas, Africa, Italy, China, and Australia. Collectively, these companies are worth a staggering $103 billion. They understand the power of essential resources, oil, gas, and metals, the building blocks of modern economies. And let's not forget their influence in the political sphere. The Rothschilds have cultivated close relationships with politicians across the globe. They own not one, but two major mining corporations. In 2009, Nathaniel Rothschild invested $40 million in convertible bonds in Glencore, a mining company worth $127.5 billion. The Rothschilds also operate 31 mining agencies in Australia alone, making them one of the largest employers in the country. This level of economic and political influence is almost unparalleled. With such power and control over economies, wealth, and even people, the Rothschilds are positioned to multiply their fortune for future generations. But who among the many Rothschilds has been the most successful? With so many generations and family members, who stands out as the true financial mastermind? Of Meyer Amschel Rothschild's 5 sons, Nathan emerged as the most successful. Moving to Manchester, England, in 1798, he established a textile business before transitioning into banking in London. In 1810, he founded N.M. Rothschild & Sons, a bank synonymous with financial power. N.M. Rothschild & Sons famously provided crucial credit to the British government during the Napoleonic Wars, single-handedly financing the war effort. And the bank is still going strong today, reporting billions in revenue and managing tens of billions in assets. Nathan's accomplishments don't stop there. In 1824, he co-founded the Alliance Assurance Company, now part of the RSA Group. In 1835, he secured the rights to mercury mines in Spain, a critical component in gold and silver refining, a move that proved incredibly profitable. In 1852, N.M. Rothschild & Sons began refining gold and silver for the Royal Mint and the Bank of England. And, as if that weren't enough, Nathan built Gunnersbury Park in 1835, a lavish estate that would later be sold for a fortune. Nathan Rothschild's success wasn't just about luck, but vision, strategic thinking, and a long-term investment strategy. Nathan's purchase of Gunnersbury Park, his first land and house estate in Great Britain, for an astronomical $70,000, and its subsequent renovation underscores his vision. A century later, the London, Ealing, and Acton councils purchased it for a staggering $132 million. That investment strategy puts even Hollywood's mansion flippers to shame. Nathan Rothschild understood the power of long-term vision, planning decades, and reaping the rewards. Patience, not instant gratification, was key to his success. But Nathan wasn't just about accumulating wealth. He was also a philanthropist, generously contributing to various Jewish communities. His family expanded these charitable efforts to Paris and London. The Rothschilds played a vital role in the region's development, from synagogues to housing and government buildings in Israel. Nathan's youngest daughter, Louise, and her 7 daughters took over the management of his numerous charitable foundations, which included public libraries, orphanages, hospitals, homes for the elderly, and special education funds. He supported the Jews Free School in London and other educational initiatives in Austria, France, and Israel. The Rothschilds' legacy isn't just about their wealth, it's also about their philanthropy. They've established a vast network of charitable trusts and foundations, investing in health and education globally. Their generosity extends to medical research, educational scholarships, arts and culture, and aid for those in need. And their philanthropy wasn't just about writing checks. The family was actively involved in their charitable endeavors, supporting everything from dental clinics and free public libraries to old people's homes, orphanages, soup kitchens, and hospitals. Their charitable work was particularly extensive in Vienna, where they supported not only hospitals and educational foundations, but also a municipal theater and a foundation for struggling photographers. Education was a key focus for the Rothschilds. They supported the Jews' free school in London for generations. They also established social housing initiatives in London and Paris. Their generosity extended to Israel, where they funded colonies for Jewish settlers, establishing a silk factory, a vineyard, and a flour mill, and introducing new crops like grapefruit and avocado. Even their philanthropy was innovative and forward-thinking. More recently, the Rothschilds have focused on education and opportunity in disadvantaged Middle Eastern and African communities, supporting job creation and economic development. And their philanthropic contributions aren't limited to cash. They've also donated an estimated 60,000 pieces of artwork to public institutions. The Rothschilds' story isn't static. While their wealth remains legendary, the exact figures are shrouded in secrecy, leading to speculation about their current financial standing. One thing is certain, they're still incredibly wealthy. Wars, political shifts, and family dynamics have impacted their fortune. Branches of the bank have closed, and they've faced challenges like art theft during World War II, but the Rothschilds have adapted and persevered. In 2008, they consolidated their holdings under a single company, unifying the 2-century-old business empire founded by Meyer Amschel's 5 sons. Today, they continue to invest in diverse industries, from oil and banking to real estate and agriculture, capitalizing on opportunities and shaping market trends. And the Rothschild name continues to be associated with power, influence, and a legacy that spans centuries. Among the younger generation, we see figures like James Rothschild, who married American socialite and fashion designer Nikki Hilton, Paris Hilton's sister, demonstrating the family's continued presence in the public eye. David Rothschild, another descendant, is an environmental activist who famously crossed the Pacific Ocean in a catamaran made from reclaimed plastic bottles. Talk about making a statement. The Rothschilds' influence even extends to real estate in major cities. A Rothschild baroness once owned a 14-room apartment on 825th Avenue in New York City, and Nat Rothschild sold his Pied d'Or in the West Village for a staggering $17.5 million. In 2017, Rothschild Incorporated opened a San Francisco office to expand its Silicon Valley presence. Though its success in the US market has been limited, despite this, many Rothschilds have called the US home. James Rothschild's marriage to Nikki Hilton of the Hilton Hotel dynasty further underscores the family's connections to other prominent families. And Alice Rothschild's marriage to Zach Goldsmith, a baron and former MP, though ultimately ending in divorce, highlights their continued presence in high society. The Goldsmith family, another wealthy British dynasty, adds another layer to this complex web of connections. The passing of Baron de Rothschild in 2021, with a net worth of $1.1 billion, reminds us of the ever-shifting landscape of wealth. Jacob Rothschild, the 4th Baron Rothschild, remains a prominent figure. His daughter Hannah, a filmmaker, author, and chair of the Board of Trustees of the National Gallery in London. The Rothschild family's journey has been resilient, marked by triumphs and challenges. Their hard work, discipline, and consistent investment strategies have allowed them to maintain their financial dominance for centuries. Their legacy is not just about wealth, but vision, innovation, and a lasting impact on the world. Whether their future generations can replicate this success remains to be seen. Only time will tell. So, what do you think of the Rothschild dynasty? Are they financial masterminds? Or is there something more to their story? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of the super rich, be sure to like this video and subscribe to Luxuria Lounge for more captivating stories of wealth, power, and luxury. Click on the cards on your screen for more fascinating content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.